I'm going to tell you why Omega Red is not somebody you should be rooting for. Omega Red is not somebody you should be a big fan of. He's not a good person. He's actually a piece of shit. I'm going to tell you exactly who Omega Red is. He's born in Russia. He was a serial killer, a brutal, unhinged serial killer. During the late 50s and 60s, he served in the USSR's border patrol. He used his military cover to secretly murder young girls after he Bill Cosby'd them. Let's put it that way. He Bill Cosby'd many, many young girls across these small Siberian towns. His natural mutant abilities were already active. He has the power to secrete lethal pheromones called death spores. He used those death spores to hunt his victims. These pheromones would weaken, incapacitate normal humans in a matter of seconds. So he would use these on these girls. They're too weak to fight back. They pass out. He'd do his thing, and he would kill them. His crimes were eventually discovered by his own fellow soldiers. Instead of a trial, they said, we're just going to execute this motherfucker. They took him out back like Lassie, shot him point blank in the back of the head. He survived. The bullet to the brain did not kill him. What it did was showed the power of his natural healing factor. He's got a healing factor too. So when his superiors saw that this headshot couldn't kill him, he was then drafted into the USSR super soldier program. They wanted to create a weapon that could rival Captain America and Weapon X. So they started doing all these experiments. They altered his physiology. They hardened his body tissue. They made him resistant to physical injury. But this process permanently altered his skin, changed it to this chalky white color that we see. They gave him superhuman strength. He can lift over 10 tons, superhuman agility, and crazy stamina. He can fight for, not like Cap all day, but almost all day, 20 hours straight with virtually no fatigue. The KGB implanted these retractable, flexible coils beneath his wrists. They're made of carbonadium. It's the Soviet Union's attempt to create adamantium. It's slightly less durable, but it's more malleable. So carbonadium is highly radioactive, believe it or not. Just like the adamantium, it slowly poisons whoever is bonded to it. So to keep from dying from this poisoning, Omega Red learned to use his coils to actually drain the life force of his victims. He would absorb their energy to sustain his own life, which would increase his strength and fuel his mutant healing factor. He's got the hardened skin, and he also has carbonadium armor. Soviets gave him that bright red battle armor, that suit that, oh my God, looks so cool, oh my God, which also increases his resistance to any type of blunt trauma. So he's pretty damn near indestructible. Super strong, super fast, has a healing ability, and has these fucking tentacles coming out of his wrist for some reason. How do you stop him, though? Well, during the 60s, during the Cold War, the CIA sent Team X, Wolverine, Sabretooth, Maverick. They sent them into East Berlin on a Black Ops mission to sabotage this Soviet super soldier program. They were sent out there to steal this carbonadium synthesizer, the C-Synth. It's a small device. It stabilizes the radioactive metal. It was the only thing that could cure Omega Red's constant poisoning. Team X stole that shit. Because they took it, the Soviets had no way to control this radioactive condition. So to keep their investment from dying, they put that bitch on ice. After the Soviet Union collapses in the 90s, the leader of the Hand at the time, Matso Surayaba, buys Omega Red's frozen body. He was on fucking eBay or something. He wakes him up, and once he wakes him up, Omega Red's only goal is to hunt down Wolverine, torture him, and get the C-Synth back so he can stop dying. Omega Red immediately attacks the X-Men. He overpowers Wolverine with his death spores, captures him, and demands to know where his motherfucking C-Synth is. Because this Wolverine has had his memory wiped fucking a dozen times, Logan has no idea what this motherfucker's talking about. So he's just brutally tortured for hours. And the good old blue team comes in to rescue him, though. Cyclops launches a massive rescue mission. X-Men's blue team, Cyclops, Beast, Gambit, Rogue, Psylocke, and Jubilee. During the raid, Who other than Jubilee uses her plasmoid burst for cover? Psylocke hits Omega Red with a psychic knife, scrambles this motherfucker's brain. Logan breaks free, uses his claws to damage these tentacles. Cyclops then blasts him with an optic beam, forces this motherfucking bitch to retreat. Wolverine's not the only one that Omega Red absolutely hates. Sabretooth, Maverick, he's constantly hunting these motherfuckers down whenever he gets a chance. He also is not a big fan of Colossus. He looks at Colossus as a traitor. They clash a lot. He looks at him as a traitor to the motherland because he abandoned Russia for America. But at some point, it all catches up to Omega Red. After decades of this rivalry, bunch of battles, Wolverine finally decides to end this motherfucker permanently. He knows he can't beat him like one-on-one. He knows he's not going to be able to stop him that way. So he lures Omega Red to this Russian prison for one final confrontation. Wolverine brings this magical katana called the Muramasa blade, forged from a piece of Logan's own soul by a demon blacksmith. And the blade cuts at the molecular level, completely nullifies any mutant healing factor. It's a brutal fight. Omega Red, Wolverine. Omega Red thinks he's got the upper hand. He grabs Logan with these fucking tentacles, tries to drain his life. Logan uses this opening to drive that Muramasa blade directly into Omega Red's chest, piercing his heart, killing his little bitch ass. He's shocked because his mutant healing factor ain't kicking in, and this motherfucking bitch finally dies, bleeding out on the cold floor of that Russian prison. Now, of course, it's comics down the road, Cohen era. Yeah, everybody's resurrected. Oh my God. But Omega Red is a savage, is a beast, is a problem, and is a motherfucking asshole. Not somebody you should be rooting for.